Hello everybody, I'm DC Jammer here with you. I'm going to play some Tower Simulator 3 today. As you can tell, I've played a little bit. I kind of wanted to get a feel for it and get the controls down and, just scratch the surface a little bit. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to try and get the first career accomplished for 1,000 points. I need 2,000 for the next level. Not really sure what the levels do other than just give you accomplishment wise. I'm not sure. We'll find out. So we're going to start off in St. Thomas here. Let's go. Alright, so it starts us off in the tower here, and what I found odd about this game is you like right click and hold to kind of drag so you can look around. And yes, you can use these screens, but it's not a like click on it and it zooms in. You have to use F keys. So like the standard where I'm at now is F1.
Field Air 4873 with information Golf. Requesting push and start.
Okay, F2, F3, F4, F5, F6, F7, and then there's some that you can set wherever you want throughout, so you can use your WASD keys to move around the airfield and shift to move faster. And I think the detail on this game is great. Like I really like it. Okay, so pushback approved, and we're going to be using runway 10 and send.
Pushback approved. Expect runway 10. Field Air 4873.
And yes, this game is voice compatible. I did dabble with that just a little bit. I tried it on maybe 5 different aircraft. So one, you got to know the lingo. You have to say it correctly, as in like the right order, or for whatever reason it doesn't take it properly. Also, it's kind of hit or miss. Like you can say it correctly, and maybe it's because I don't have the voice activation set up on my PC. Maybe it's misunderstanding me some. I would love to experiment with that more and see how that goes. If I could get it down to where I don't have to click to give commands, that would be great. But as for right now, I just want to play, so. I'll get a little more familiar with the game, and like the way you would say it isn't necessarily the way that the computer says it.
4873 ready to taxi.
Okay. So that was a little confusing as well too, this runway number 1. But so you select it, and then you have to click on the runway that you want to use. So it changes to runway 10. Continue taxi. Send.
Runway 10. Continue taxi. Field Air 4873.
So you heard the computer give the instructions of runway 10, field air 4873.
St. Thomas Tower, field air 1035 on final 10.
when you're giving the instructions as a voice command, you have to identify the aircraft first, then give the instructions, and then say what runway. So that part was a little learning curve. And now I want to check my distance, and it's just been tagged on the radar, so I don't know if this one's going to make it down there in time or not to be cleared for takeoff. So I'm going to F3 and zoom out. So each ring is 5 miles. So this would be 5 miles, 10 miles, 15, and 20. I generally try not to clear any aircraft for takeoff when the arrival aircraft is within the 5 mile radius. And it seems like maybe by the speed here, this one's going to be able to take off before this one comes in. So it's going to stop right here. There's the hold. We're going to give the runway 10 cleared for takeoff. And you can send this. We can do it a couple different ways. So what I'll do, I like to just give the orders, that way I don't forget on down the way, because it'll be a penalty if you do. We'll send it this way first.
Cleared for takeoff. Field Air 4873.
And then I'll give the example on the next one of how you can combine all of that. That way it'll just go on about its merry way. So as of right now, it's going to go through the takeoff process. Once it actually lifts off the ground, it'll say successful takeoff. But once it's off the ground, you have to give it a command to contact departure, which would be on a different frequency. The audio's pretty good too. As in a propeller aircraft sounds like a propeller aircraft. There's some jet airplanes too, and it sounds like a jet, so. Okay, successful takeoff. Now I'm going to hit it, contact departure.
Departure on 124.0.
Now see it's grayed out, so
Field Air 4873.
I'm going to change frequencies and out of my hands. Now I like this as well as it shows, like for example, you can just take a glance. That one's grayed out, it's been taken care of. This one's red, still has not been approved for landing. So we'll check F3. It's within the 5 miles. Go back out here. Runway 10, cleared to land.
Runway 10.
Now it's green.
To land. Fuel Deer 1035.
Looks different. This is not the same game I was playing yesterday. Yesterday was Aircraft Madness 3D. This is a different game. It's called Tower Simulator 3. So comparatively, Aircraft Madness is a very arcadey style game. It's pretty basic. This one is actually a simulator. It's more realistic. These are, for example, this is as close to realistic as it can get for the layout of the real airport. And real planes. They don't have the real company names on them, obviously for copyright reasons, but yeah. Yes, this is very much more realistic. And see, this one sounds like a jet. It's a jet aircraft. It's got that jet engine whine to it. I love it. As you can see, it's raining now, so the runway's wet. Probably going to need a little extra space. I think it might take this exit here, I'm not sure. Yeah, it looks like it'll get slowed down in time. You see, it's showing the flaps are up and everything. Yeah. So now this one is going to stop short of the taxiway, and I'll have to give it instructions. Taxi to terminal, and you can give it via whatever taxiway, but this one only has one taxiway, so
Taxi to terminal. Fuel Deer 1035.
you can see the path that's generated that it's going to take to the terminal. So it's going to park right here. And as you can see, the aircraft that took off, it's still out there, still being identified. So you can go back here to the radar, and so it took off this direction. No, I'm sorry, it took off this direction. I'm not sure. It's very confusing of why the radar is backwards. Like, you can look at this screen over here,
St. Thomas Ground, Field Air 6961 with information.
and it's the exact layout the way you see it out of the tower.
Start.
But this one is inverted. Like, the voice you just heard is this aircraft that's coming in for a landing. But if you look out the window, like, it's showing coming left to right, but the aircraft is actually over here, and it's going to land on runway 10. Oh, sorry, that one's wanting to take off. But that aircraft it's not on screen yet, but it's on the radar, and it's going to be coming from this direction. So since that one's parking there, I can go ahead and tell this one to push back. Expect to use runway 10.
Push back approved. Expect runway 10. Field Air 6961.
So I can go over here, and you can hear this one's engines fire up. It's getting pushed back. Once he gets pushed back to the, yep, see, he's already going to start revving his engines up just a little. It's even got the little beacon light on top of the truck.
Same Thomas Ground. Field Air 6961 ready to taxi.
Alright, ready to taxi, so runway 10, continue taxi.
Runway 10, continue taxi. Field Air 6961.
St. Thomas Tower, value 1115
There's the
on
one.
final 10.
Okay, so we'll go back up here. And like I said, this one, it's showing coming this way, but if you look out the window, it's coming from over here. Now I've got the feeling it's because up is north, but as I'm looking out the window, I'm looking south. Is the only thing I can figure out about that. And this part, I don't know that it matters. Hit the go, departure, and it's already departed, so gone. Arrival. Yeah, that one already parked, so it's on the ground. Go back out here. And again, this one might maybe make it before this one comes in. And it's funny in the tower, you can hear noises like the coffee maker. Occasionally you hear the phone ring. It's funny. Listening to somebody brew some coffee. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and clear this one for takeoff on runway 10. Cleared for takeoff. Now this is what I was talking about earlier. I can also say, give it a command on reaching the altitude, and then I can select altitude with the slider, right? So I'll say 500 feet. Contact departure.
Runway 10, cleared for takeoff. On reaching altitude 500, contact departure. Field Air 6961.
So now, once he does his takeoff, he'll automatically contact departure when he reaches an altitude of 500 feet, and I won't have to interact anymore. It will be on his way. The thing you have to be careful of on this game with the departures, like this one is a jet, right? So it's going to be faster. The first one out here was a propeller-driven aircraft. And here's again where you have to pay attention to your distances, your rings. Like if you have two of them take off too close together, if they're on the same path for departure, making the same turn, they'll crash into each other. So you just have to be careful with that. And away it goes. Now this one's pushback approved. Runway 10.
Pushback approved, expect runway 10, value 1118.
No, oh, okay, successful takeoff. Now that one's successful. I'm going to give this one cleared to land.
Runway 10, cleared to land, value 1115.
Now watch this one, see how it's green. I gave the command to contact departure automatically.
St. Thomas Ground,
Boom, it
9026
hit
with
500
information
feet, so
Golf.
now it's
Requesting
automatically
push and
turned
start.
gray. Let's see. Yeah, we'll go ahead and let this one push back as well. Expect 10.
Pushback approved, expect runway 10. Leslie 926.
I gotta quit doing that. So this is a case where they are so close together on request for pushback that I'm actually going to let this aircraft taxi first, then this one. So this one will take off, and being the faster aircraft will get out of the way faster. I won't have to worry
St.
about
Thomas ground.
collision.
Value 1118 ready to taxi. St. Thomas ground. Leslie 926 ready to taxi.
Okay, so we're gonna let this one taxi. Continue taxi.
Runway 10. Continue taxi. Leslie 926.
St. Thomas Tower, field deer 8611 on final 10.
There's another one on final. Okay, so is it this one? Yeah. So this one's a little bit smaller of an aircraft. He may dip off on this one. Yeah. He won't make that first cutoff, but the second one he'll should clear the runway. We're going to tell this one, go ahead and continue taxi.
Runway 10. Continue taxi. Value 1118.
Now that one's a successful landing. So this one, taxi to terminal.
Taxi to terminal. Value 1115.
Let's check the distance. Oh yeah, over 10 miles out. We're right at the 10-mile mark now, so I think at least one of these will be able to take off. There's another aircraft back there coming in. Clear for takeoff. Upon reaching altitude of 500, contact departure.
Runway 10. Cleared for takeoff. On reaching altitude 500, contact departure. Leslie 926.
Successful takeoff. Yay. I'll give this one a green light for landing.
Runway 10, cleared to land. Fuel Deer 8611.
St. Thomas Tower, field air 160 on final 10.
Not really sure what that emoji is. Some kind of a peekaboo eyes, or I don't know. I would say OMG emoji, but I think... Oh, this one here is like, I think the OMG emoji. Oh. Let me see. No, I can't get any farther out. It's fine. Touchdown.
St. Thomas ground. Field Air 201 with information golf. Ready to start.
We'll give line up and wait
Runway 10, line up
until
and
this
wing.
aircraft
Value 1118.
clears the runway. Okay, this one is one of those little tiny airplanes, so we'll go ahead and let them push back.
Approved, expect runway 10.
Actually, it's
Field
not
Air
even gonna push back,
201.
it's so small, it's just gonna start its little engine and turn around. See.
St. Thomas ground, fuel air 2201 with information golf, ready to start.
Okay, so this one, we're going to taxi to terminal.
Taxi to terminal.
Okay, so
Field
it's
Air
only going right
8611.
there. Let's check our radars. This one's still incoming. The previous departure is far enough out, I think. We'll go back over here. Clear for takeoff.
Runway 10, cleared for takeoff. Value 1118.
And then I forgot to give it the contact departure, so I'll just let it take off and then tell it to contact departure. This one's already making its move out here. We'll let this one go ahead and push back.
Approved, expect runway 10. Fuel Air 2201.
St. Thomas ground. Field Air 201 ready to taxi.
Okay. Continue to taxi.
Runway 10. Continue taxi. Field Air 201.
Let's check it again. Still more than 5 miles out. There's the phone ringing. Hello? This one will be ready here in a minute. Can't get it. Continue taxi until it hits a certain point. I think it's after it's completed its pushback.
St. Thomas ground. Fuel Air 2201 ready to taxi. Runway 10. Continue taxi. Fuel Air 2201.
Well, this one's a little tiny, so I'm not sure it's going to make it before this one hits the 5 mile mark. No, it won't. As a matter of fact, I need to go ahead and clear to land.
Runway 10 clear to land. Field Air 160
This is another, looks like an OMG emoji.
St. Thomas Tower, Field Air 1621 on final 10.
Oh, yep, almost forgot to tell that one contact departure.
Departure on 124.0, value on 118. Good morning.
I'm glad I caught that. Hopefully I haven't got penalized for that. This is a little one. Yep, it'll go off, cut off right here on this very first taxiway. Let's Let's wait for it to give the successful landing. Yep, there it is. Hurry up and wait.
Runway 10. Line up and wait. Field Air 201.
Taxi to terminal. Field Air 160 Bung.
Runway 10. Cleared for takeoff on reaching altitude 500. Field Air 201.
Let's see, where are we at?
St. Thomas Tower, Denali 803 on final 10.
Yeah, I feel like I need to let this one land before I send the next one.
St. Thomas Ground, Denali 806 with information Golf. Ready to start. Approved. Expect runway 10.
Let that one
Denali 806.
start its pushback. Why is this one not contacted departure?
Departure on 124.0. Field Air 201.
I'm pretty sure I
Good
gave
morning.
it instructions of 500 feet, but anyway, maybe it didn't get there yet.
St. Thomas ground. Denali 806 ready to taxi.
Runway 10, clear to land. Field Air 1621.
Runway 10,
Continue
taxi.
taxiing. This one's clear to
Denali
land.
806.
After this one lands, I'll have this one take off. Getting in kind of a rhythm here. I think the goal here is the shift from 8 to 10 a.m. It's 8:41, so. I mean, just because of the amount of traffic, this may be a well, it's definitely a more relaxing I don't want to say more relaxing. How do I want to word that? It's less stressful than the Airport Madness game. That thing, I have to concentrate pretty hard. I still have that one airport that I haven't got the building traffic achievement yet, but. Successful landing.
Runway 10, line up and wait. Field Air 2201.
Taxi to terminal. Field Air 1621.
Yep, straight away into it. Good. Cleared for takeoff. On reaching altitude 500 feet. Contact departure.
Runway 10, cleared for takeoff. On reaching altitude 500, contact departure. Field Air 2201.
Runway 10, cleared to land. Denali 803.
I want to pay closer attention to that one. Water over here. Because I want to see if it's going to contact departure at 500 feet.
St. Thomas Tower, Denali 855 on final
I'm not sure where the 500 foot mark is, but there it goes. Alright. I'm doing a little combination of I don't know who's a fan and who's not, but I love me some eggnog, and it's been that time of year and it's seasonal, so I always buy extra, and I still got a little bit more to drink, so. Let's see where we're at here. Yeah. Successful landing. Taxi to terminal.
Taxi to terminal. Denali 803.
Almost feel like I can go a little extra time here. Let it get cleared off, and we'll go ahead and, instead of line up and wait, clear for takeoff. Reaching altitude 500. Contact departure.
Runway 10.
Send
Cleared
it.
for takeoff. On reaching altitude 500, contact departure. Denali 806.
There she goes. So now I'm wondering, am I getting 100 points for each one of these aircraft, and I'm gonna get 1,000 points after I complete the mission?
Runway
I
10.
would think so.
Clear to land. Denali 855.
I told that one 500 feet too, I'm pretty sure. Yep. Good.
St. Thomas Ground, Field Air 8081 with information Golf, requesting push and start. Pushback approved, expect runway 10, Field Air 8081.
That's the sputter of a little Cessna something, whatever. Not real sure why. It's not that one making that sound, is it? No. I feel like there's something over here, maybe. Is it the one that's landing? Maybe it's the one that's coming in for a landing. Yeah, I almost feel like I'm ready to do a little
St. Thomas Ground.
time compression.
Field Air 8081 ready to taxi.
Yeah.
Runway 10, continue taxi. Field Air 8081.
Hmm. Near. Like a mosquito.
Taxi to terminal. Denali 855.
Not the runway yet. Nope. Good enough. Cleared for takeoff. Reaching 500. Contact departure.
Runway 10, cleared for takeoff on reaching altitude 500. Contact departure. Field Air 8081.
St. Thomas Tower, Magic 114 on final 10.
Oh, yeah, 806 was the last one that took off, right? Yeah, I guess it's good enough. I already cleared this one for takeoff. Actually, that other
St.
one's
Thomas
smaller.
Ground, Denali
I think it'll be
856 with
fine.
information golf, ready to start.
Let's go over here and see what we got going on. What's this one? Yeah, he's gonna go right to there, so we'll give it just a minute. Excuse me. Ah, different parking space anyway.
Approved, expect runway 10, Denali 856.
Yep. Good, good. Where are we at here? That one's incoming. He's gonna go this way. Okay. No.
St. Thomas ground, Denali 856 ready to taxi. Runway 10, continue taxi. Denali 856.
How far away is he? Oh, wow. Okay. Thinking he might get there maybe. And then we'll check my distances here. Okay, maybe not. Cleared to land.
Runway 10, clear to land. Magic 114.
Nope.
Taxi to terminal. Magic 114.
Runway 10, cleared for takeoff. On reaching altitude 500, contact departure. Denali 856.
St. Thomas ground. Globe 130 with information Golf. Ready to start. Approved to expect runway 10. Globe 130. St. Thomas ground. Globe 130 ready to taxi. Continue taxi. Runway 10. Globe 130.
St. Thomas ground. Leslie 1350 with information Golf. Requesting push and start. Pushback approved. Expect runway 10. Leslie 1350.
Runway 10. Cleared for takeoff. On reaching altitude 500, contact departure. Globe 130.
St. Thomas ground. Value 1126 with information Golf. Requesting push and start.
Another one.
St. Thomas ground. Leslie 1350 ready to taxi. Runway 10. Continue taxi. Leslie 1350.
And it's away. Successful takeoff. Yay. Verified distances. Yeah, might want to wait just a little bit. Yeah, that's a big one. Bigger. Excuse me. Let's see.
Runway 10, cleared for takeoff. On reaching altitude 500, Leslie 1350.
Pushed back approved. Expect runway 10. Value 1126. St. Thomas ground. Value 1126. Ready to taxi.
Departure on 124.0, Leslie 1350. Good day.
Runway 10. Continue taxi. Value 1126.
St. Thomas Tower. Magic Cake 031 on final 10.
St. Thomas Tower, Magic 8041 on final 10.
Wait, let's... Yeah, I think it'll be fine.
Runway 10, cleared for takeoff. On reaching altitude 500, contact departure. Value 1126.
Runway 10, cleared to land. Magic 8031.
8031, cleared to land. Yep. Let me... Yep. What we at here? Oh, looks kind of close.
Taxi to terminal. Magic 8031.
Runway 10, cleared to land. Magic 8041.
Well, if it based that saying and completion of the mission is 1,000 points, if it was based off of 100 per aircraft, I'm pretty sure I've already handled 10, more than 10.
Taxi to terminal. Magic 8041.
Yeah, I think as the saying goes, I don't know if you've ever heard it or not, but the breakfast of champions. Well, I have the snacks of gamers, which is pretty much whatever you can get your hands on. You see, I'm drinking the eggnog. These right here are really good. They're strawberry banana gummy rings. Oh, yummy. Well, not real sure why I'm not getting any traffic. Shift is almost over. It's 9:30. Let's see. Let's bump this up to 4. Eight. More coffee. That might be it. Let's see. $16 times. Good job, another successful landing. Doesn't go back that far. Anyway. Oh. Not sure that has anything to do with it either, but total handled airplanes 22, number of takeoffs 12, number of landings 10. No mistakes. Yay, job well done plus 50% bonus. So 1500. Yeah, plus the 22 planes handled for a final score 3200. Alright, level 3. One finished job. Nice. Yay, success. Alright, so I got that one completed. I think I'm going to try quick play. I think I'm wanting to just kind of give a little test of something a little more challenging than a single runway, just to see Burbank. Has a single runway. Let's do this one. Let's see. I'm not sure how to set this up. I should do a, yeah, it's quick play. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how the what the layout is like. Let's have a look. 8 and 15. Just see how things go here. I don't like the way that jumps around. What are you? No, I'm not even paying attention over
Burbank
here.
ground,
Let's see.
Fuel Deer 106 with information Charlie, requesting push and start.
Alright, so the layout is 8 and 15. Alright. So this is 15 over here. Oh, it's 8. This is 15. Probably not the ideal way I wanted to set that up.
Burbank Tower, value
let's go to 8.
1658 on final 15.
Expect 8.
Pushback approved. Expect runway 8. Fuel Air 106.
Oh, so it's gonna have to cross the runway. Yeah, I don't like that at all. Should have set it up for 33 and 26. Why wouldn't it set it up? Okay, anyway. Yeah, so I have to redo all of those too. So let's do that'll be camera angle 1. He's gonna go over here, so let's see his camera angle is.
Burbank ground. Fuel
Two.
Air 106 ready to taxi.
So this one. It's gonna be what? Cross runway 33.
Continue taxi. Cross runway 33. Fuel Air 106.
Burbank Tower, Field Air 173 on final 15.
I'll wait for this one to clear, cross the runway, and then I'll give landing clearance.
Runway 15, cleared to land. Value 1658.
Burbank Tower, value 1645 on final 15.
Runway 8, line up and wait. Fuel Air 106. Burbank ground, Fuel Air 120 with information Charlie, requesting push and start.
Taxi to terminal. Value 1658.
Runway 8, cleared for takeoff. On reaching altitude 500, contact departure. Fuel Air 106.
Burbank Tower, value 507 on final 15. Runway 15, cleared to land. Field Air 173.
Burbank ground, value 1864 with information Charlie, requesting push and start.
Taxi to terminal. Field Air 173.
Cross runway 33. Taxi to terminal. Value 1658.
Runway 15, clear to land. Value 1645.
Burbank Tower, Field Air 1207 on final 15.
Pushback approved. Expect runway 8. Fuel Deer 120. Runway 15, cleared to land. Value 507. Fairbank ground, Fuel Deer 120 ready to taxi.
Taxi to terminal. Value 1645.
Continue taxi, runway 8, Fuel Deer 120.
Hold position. Value 1645.
Cross runway 33, Fuel Deer 120. Taxi to terminal, value 507.
Continue taxi. Value 1645. Runway 15, clear to land. Fuel Air 1207.
Yeah, it's getting interesting here. Had to advance. I'm not real sure what their collisions are going to be, like how close they can get, if they'll stop or not when they get towards the end there, but it wasn't worth the risk, so.
value 1645.
Cross runway 33, value 507.
Taxi to terminal. Field Air 1207.
Runway 8, cleared for takeoff. On reaching altitude 500, contact departure. Fuel Air 120.
Cross runway 33. Field Air 1207.
Pushback approved. Expect runway 8. Value 1864. Burbank ground. Value 1864. Ready to taxi. Continue taxi. Cross runway 33. Value 1864. altitude 500. Contact departure. Value 1864.
There's a pause button, so I'm gonna pause it and go like different views. Oh yeah, that's awesome. Yeah.
Burbank Tower, Field Air 776 on final 8.
Okay, we'll let this one come on in. Final runway 8. Let's see what kind of different how it will taxi. I have a feeling it's gonna go this way and then have to come back across. We'll see.
Burbank Tower, Magic 1120 on final 15.
Now,
Negative, I'm on another runway. Magic 1120.
oops.
Runway 8, Field Air 776. Runway 8, cleared to land.
There
Field
we go.
Air 776.
Let's try it. Enter final. Let's change it.
Enter final runway 8. Magic 1120.
Okay, I've changed its runway
Burbank ground.
from
Value
15 to
648
8,
with
so
information
I
Charlie.
want to see it
Requesting
come
push
around.
and start.
Let's see. No, this one's wanting to push back over here. Now let's see if it expect runway 15.
Pushback approved. Expect runway 15. Value 648. Burbank ground. Value 648 ready to taxi. Continue taxi. Value 648.
Burbank ground. Denali 473 with information Charlie. Requesting push and start.
I think I like that better. Where's this one going? Yeah, see? No crossing of the runway for that. That's nice.
Taxi to terminal. Field Air 776.
Cross runway 26. Value 648.
Let's take a look at this. No, he's still coming around. Hey Alex, welcome back. Let's see, 15 I think, so I'm gonna try that. I'm gonna keep trying.
Pushback approved. Expect runway 15. Denali 473.
Runway 15, cleared for takeoff. On reaching altitude 500, contact departure. Value 648.
Let's see here. Yep, still a ways out on that one. Max 1120.
Burbank Tower, Magic 1120 at runway 8.
Yep. It's clear for takeoff. I actually would probably get this one to cross the runway before I give a clear landing for that one.
Burbank ground, Denali 473 ready to taxi.
Continue taxi across runway 26.
Continue taxi, cross runway 26, Denali 473.
Okay, I didn't expect that. How close is that one? Let's take a look. Just inside of 10 miles. I think this other one's going to end up getting...
Burbank Tower, value 223 on final 15. Enter final runway 8, value 223.
Runway 15, clear for takeoff. Reach altitude 500, contact departure.
Runway 15, cleared for takeoff. On reaching altitude 500, contact departure. Denali 473.
I don't know where that small engine aircraft is I hear firing up, but I don't see one. Oh, we'll wait for this one to take off. Give this one clearance to land. Give it the old double time. Successful takeoff. Runway 8 cleared to land.
Runway 8, cleared to land. Magic 1120.
Does this loop? Yep. Yeah, that was right down to the wire. That thing is right off the end of the runway there. Oof.
Taxi to terminal. Cross runway 26. Magic 1120.
How far out is that one? Holy cow. Pretty far away.
Burbank Tower, value 223 at runway 8.
What is that, the 10-mile marker when they call in? 15. Let's go. And I'd hate to give her approval and then want something to take off. Let's see.
Runway 8, cleared to land. Value 223.
Zoom.
Taxi to terminal. Cross runway 26. Value 223.
I think he's just about there. Nothing else happening so far anyway. Yep. Yeah, I think that's just about going to do it for this episode. Thanks for tuning in. Hit that like and subscribe button. That'll really help me out a lot. Appreciate it a lot. Until next time, never give up.